The impact.
Off the record.
He's Wayne Szalinski.
I'm Wayne Szalinski. And I guess that's on the record. I think it came about when we had this group discussion in mine and Andy's dorm room at the time, where we spent hours trying to come up with a band name. And there was one that was Thanks for Nothing Rick Moranis, which then turned into the original name, which was Thanks for Nothing Wayne Szalinski.
Yeah, Rick Moranis was not obscure enough, and then Thanks for Nothing Wayne Szalinski was too long, so then we're just Wayne Szalinski.
We are a band out of East Lansing, Michigan. We had all known each other from Plymouth, Canton, where we had grown up, and when we came up here to MSU for school, we decided to form some music together, and I don't know, it's blossomed into quite the project.
I don't know. I thought it's just a group of friends living really close to each other, writing music.
Well, we're both students to begin with. I'm in my second year here.
I started the MSU Pokemon Trading Card Game Club. That's me.
I am a double major with a minor and a specialization. It's definitely a tough balance. I'm taking 17 credits.
Hopefully my mom's not watching. I've had to skip a couple classes because I really thought we had to practice for a show, or opportunities sprung upon us, and I don't want to quit my job for a show.
Yeah, it's really hard. This year's been really tough.
Well, I definitely will skip homework.
In the fall, it was pretty hectic because we were doing shows every weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're still pulling through, then I can't imagine how this summer is going to be when we only have to focus on the band and work.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait for this summer.
It's going to be our first tour, which is pretty exciting. And all of our first tours, we haven't done it with any other bands or anything. It's going to be pretty exciting. I don't even know what to expect. We're probably going to blow it and not pack half the stuff we need to pack, and So if I look at it like a vacation and not try and walk out of it with too much debt, and still make some friends on the way, and I don't know. I'm really looking forward to meeting new people on tour, but I'm really afraid of not playing to anyone or people not digging it, because we've been pretty much pampered in Michigan with all of our friends coming to our shows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, at the last show we played, we had a couple high school kids, this crew of high school kids show up. It's who are you guys? How do you know about this? And they're just oh, we heard about it, who knows? But it is sweet. It's sweet to just see random kids rolling in to see our band. It's a weird thing, but I mean, I guess that's the goal, but it's kind of weird. My mom has always tried to battle me with make sure you get a good job, you can have music,
it's every good mom.
Yeah, my mom's not so I'm not sending you to college for music. She lets me pretty much do whatever I want as long as I get the grades, get a job, get the money, but she's always been there for every show, no matter how bad I've sounded.
Ian's mom is the cutest online.
Ian's mom was such a go-hard with Wayne Szalinski.
Really
it was
she likes
hilarious.
everything.
My mom is all over the Facebook page.
Yeah, Ian's mom is the biggest supporter, I think.
Yeah, my parents came out to the loft. They're as supportive as parents can be.
I think my mom is a little bit intimidated by the lyrics are a little more serious and maybe a little more raunchy sometimes, and I don't think she's into that. Well, do you even have a audience in mind when you're writing your lyrics?
No.
I don't even know.
Well, I don't really write lyrics for the audience necessarily. Okay. I'm okay, well, this one goes out to all the heartbroken people out there. Yeah. Well, independently, I think every song has a very specific message. The EP that we're about to release, there's 5 songs on it, and each song to me is a specific person, or the interaction between two people. I know 2 and 2 really shows that duality for me. It says okay, here are 2 people that to me possess a lot of the similar qualities, or I pit them against each other, and it's just the people that you want to be the most committed to, or you want to say that I will be with you forever, and not necessarily in a romantic way, but to even friends that you will always be there, and you can't always be that, and could you always be that? And I truly don't think that you possibly can. And, we have this standard of love and relationships that's you have to be there for always, and you have to be there always, and it just it can't happen. It just never happens the way it should. The lyrics are there because I've spent thousands of hours like writing them, and they're like generally the way that I want them to be, and I don't regret like where they're at because it is reflective of that time in life.
Yeah, I think the new EP is it's a lot less consistent, but it's a lot because it's less consistent, it shows a lot more range. Like the first three were pretty similar, like a tiny bit of math rock, but just kind of like driving like indie songs. But these, we kind of go even harder for sometimes, and then like a lot softer sometimes. I think that's actually been really weird for us because I feel like most every band we play with is rooted in this like punk community thing. Yeah. Like even, like they can be pretty far out from it, but still it's like rooted in the punk thing. And we don't feel like we're really rooted in the whole punk thing. Like I guess those are influences sometimes, but like not so much as all the bands we're playing with.
Andrew, who's the other member of our band, has begun to set up a place called the Harriet Brown that runs touring musicians and a lot of things through there, and they have like quite the community going on through this house that has a side detached garage. It's sort of like become our home, and it's where we have practice, and it's where
we're really lucky to have it.
Yeah, it's where we like began playing shows and learned to like come into ourselves as performing musicians, not just necessarily musicians.
So we're playing on the 26th, planned for our kind of release show, but it was also the original idea was we were calling it GBHB, Goodbye Harriet Brown, for the original 4 residents, and passing the torch to Ian and Andy and the people who are going to live there next year.
We're going to have a nice Harriet Brown bash / induction ceremony for all the new people moving in and the people moving out.
There's going to be a big like tour kickoff, CD release, all the people who live there now, kind of like last show, last hurrah thing. It's going to be really cool.
The physicals will be there, and the digital is set for release on May 1st.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
It's been a long time. We had started recording in December, and I'm so excited for it to be out, so it's going to be good.
It's going to be pretty cool for people to see like a more full range of what we've got going on, and it might help to like for people to place our genre a little bit more what we think we are.